So I was sort of forced to wake up. And while I'm sleeping, they're shooting some sort of electronic device at me on my arm in this area. This entire area, like what they're doing is they're using some whatever frequency and device that they're using. I'm not sure exactly where I could buy this, where they buy it, how they use it, but it has the ability to shoot wherever they have it placed. They could shoot really any part of my body, and they have more than one of these devices placed in the location that wherever I'm at or living at, and every place I'm living at. But I can feel it just randomly twitching, like they're just toying with me. And I'm not making this up, and I can actually I'm not moving my muscle, and I can feel it do this. Like it contracts the muscles, whatever electronic magnetic frequency that they're shooting. I don't know if it's like a frequency or an electric magnetic electrons that they shoot or whatever it is, but it makes your muscles contract, like move without me doing anything. But I promise to God, this is what they're doing, and they're doing because they know that they're doing it to me. And as soon as I turn my camera on my phone, they stop shooting it, and I hear this all of a sudden, like somebody's hitting this wall, or someone is hitting something over here, and they're just mentally toying with me. So whoever is watching me right now, they watch me undress naked. Anything that goes on inside this room, when I'm changing clothes, when I get out of the shower, whatever it is that I'm doing in this room, they can physically, whatever it is that they're watching me. I don't know. There's so many electronic devices out there. I'm sure it's some sort of like infrared machines that you could probably see through walls, or it's placed in somewhere in the environment where they can see me. That is for sure. I'm not joking. My muscle is twitching, repeatedly twitching, and I can feel it. And it's not a disease. It's not an electronic device. I mean, it's not a disease. It's not an illness. It's not paranoia. It's someone that is intentionally being given this weapon. Just like when they hand these weapons over to people when I go to the medical doctor's office, when I go to the GED center, they have hired a team, and this is only coming from the gay community. This is only coming from the transgenders and gays. And what they're doing is they're trying to use even in their own circle of people, because they know that I'm going to end up saying that it's a bunch of gays, which it is. I haven't seen one heterosexual female other than my mother's triplets in years. They don't work in any of the restaurants, none of the stores. I don't see them anywhere. Like, they're not working in any place, in any environment. They've like mysteriously just vanished from the face of the earth. For what seems to have at least been several years that these women, natural born female women, have disappeared. But it's only them that's doing it, that it's the gay community that's circling around Hyenas that's doing this. They have formed some sort of their own law enforcement team, and they're connected to very powerful and very dangerous people with all the money in the world to use against me. But they do this, and they give this weapon to whoever it is that they want to give it to. And so then that person can victimize me in any way that they choose to, harass me, do anything, and is vengefully to be spying on someone like that. You have to be mentally very sick to be just spying on any human being, to want to observe someone while they're sleeping, have monitors set up, because the minute that I start to wake up, they recognize it, because sometimes, and not all the time, I'll be thinking about something that either make me frustrated or angry, or something calculating while I'm just sort of snoozing or right before I'm waking up. And they immediately then start shooting electronic devices at me. So whatever it is that it's in the room, they can tell when there's some sort of frustration. I don't know if it could be installed into my phone that picks up on this, but It is very scientifically, they have figured out what devices they use to place in my environment to mentally and physically control me in any form of the way and just toy with the situation. Everything from using an electronic device that makes you very angry and frustrated to then shooting an electronic device that make my muscles shoots a laser beam into the muscle tissue that makes your muscle tissue twitch. It's fucking crazy for someone to be spying on a human being like that. And I know there's no way that if this is being done illegally, then I'm not the only person experiencing this. They have to be using these machines directly on straight people that they don't like, and whoever they want to choose to use this against. But whoever is doing this is giving the weapons to people and the individuals that freely want to retaliate against me, and they don't care. It's like a cakewalk. They don't care. They enjoy making somebody suffer. Like I'm entire this conversation, I can feel the muscle tissue twitch. I can feel it. Like they can turn up the electronic magnetic wave that it shoots to contract the muscle, or they can turn it down where it's just a little bit, but they can shoot it anywhere in my body wherever they want. And they play these mental games. So what they'll do is they'll like shoot my hand, and then they'll shoot the bottom beneath my eyes, or they'll start making my lips vibrate. And you have neurological vessels all throughout your body, and you don't have mysterious twitching like that just happens out of nowhere. It is someone is doing this completely to retaliate against me. I don't know if you can notice that as well, as it looks like one of my eye sockets pops out a little bit more than the other. Who knows, maybe that's a developed brain cancer or something. Don't even know till it's too late. But I'm making this video. I'm not kidding. I know they turned it down just so that I can feel the muscle tissue twitch internally inside the muscle. And they don't want me to probably catch much of this on camera. But it's to agitate me that they're in control of my life, that this is what they're doing. I promise to God I'm not making this up. I'm not lighting these candles of the Virgin Mary, and praying to God that someone is able to reach out and find out who's doing this and why. I'm not making this up. They're just antagonizing me. They want to pester me to drive me crazy when I'm doing absolutely nothing. Every morning, they make me shit on command. They have an electronic device frequency that contracts the intestines to push out any feces they want on command. And I have to be forced to wake up in the middle of the night or, whenever they want to, just to make me shit. And I have to run to the restroom to use a restroom. And it's a mental conditioning of what they're doing so that they mentally confine me like an animal, like a slave. Exactly like a slave.